Hey guys, how's it going? So recently I went out to the range to shoot a few pistols for some videos, and I thought while I was at it I would take the Taurus Spectrum back out just for another spin because several of you guys keep on asking me about it and there's some interest, so I thought I'd give you guys another follow-up. So I'm going to show you in just a few minutes some more shots through this pistol. And if you're interested in more about this or any other Taurus guns, check out my Taurus playlist on my channel. You're going to see the initial unboxing and review, the first shots and everything in previous videos. But just to give you guys a quick update on it, I'm actually really starting to like this gun quite a bit. I haven't put enough rounds through it yet to have it as my concealed carry. I'm still a little bit less than 100. I want to shoot it a little more. But I will say, now that I've shot it a little more, this double action striker fired, so this is striker fired, double action only. While the trigger's heavy, it is starting to smooth out pretty good. It's actually not bad at all for a little pocket pistol. Now the trigger pull is heavy, but in my opinion this is a good thing because this is a pocket pistol. I would still always carry it in a pocket holster, but nonetheless I don't want a safety on this type of pistol. That's just my preference. So instead of a manual safety, which could accidentally get deployed, you know, when you don't want it to, I'd rather just have this long, little bit heavier poundage double action. And like I said, it's actually not a terrible trigger, especially putting into perspective for what this gun is, how small it is, and the price, because I only spent $130 for this. So the trigger's treating me good. The ergonomics, it actually fits my hand quite well. These soft touch panels I found to be very comfortable, both along the back strap as well as the sides and the front of the grip. It's plenty manageable with the flush fit. 6-round mag. I can get 2 fingers of grip on there, which is what you would expect for something this small. The sights are minimalistic, but there's just enough there where you can point shoot it, and that's kind of what this pistol is. They're small, raised fixed rear sights that are integrated into the slide, as well as just a little single bladed front. Not much of a sighting system, but it's more than some pocket pistols that are this size. So pretty impressed with the sights for what it is. The overall ergos, it's cut just right where my thumb fits in there, right where it should, as well as my trigger finger, so that's all good. And then of course it also comes with a 7-round magazine, and this is where it gets really comfortable. Makes it just a little bit bigger to conceal. However, now I can get a full grip with my pinky. And Taurus even thought to recess the pinky portion back, which looks kind of unconventional, but it's actually quite comfortable and feels very natural. So I said this from the beginning, and as I've continued to shoot this, very, very comfortable little pistol. I'm really liking these panels, the pinky extension, pretty much all of it. And although 380s don't have much recoil, in a small framed pistol like this, other pistols I have that are similar size, they can get a little bit snappy. This one, for some reason, handles the recoil very well, and it almost feels more like I'm shooting a 32, quite honestly, than a 380, if I compare it to other small pocket-sized 380s that I have. So, yeah, everything's been going good so far. One little thing, and you're going to see this coming up here. I was out shooting in the freezing cold. The dexterity in my fingertips wasn't quite right. I went to rack the slide, and you're going to see what happened, but the only thing I would change on this pistol, if I could, is you'll notice it has the soft touch panels here on the slide where you would rack the pistol. And other than that, it's a very smooth. Even the finish is very smooth. There's no serrations on here. If I could change one thing, I'd probably get rid of the panels up here on the slide and have regular steel, you know, built-in serrations, because even right now it's not bad. It's definitely doable inside here, but I feel a little bit of slipping that wants to occur, especially since this has a pretty stout recoil spring, which is no doubt one of the things that leads it to having a softer, you know, recoil when you shoot it. So not a big deal for me, because if I were to carry this pistol, I would carry it with a round chambered, so this would kind of be a moot point. But just keep in mind, I did have a little issue with this, and if there's one thing I don't like about this pistol, that would probably be it. However, like I've said a couple times now, the soft panels, the soft touch panels down here on the frame, very comfortable, and I wouldn't trade them for anything, because this pistol is very, very comfortable. And for how cheap it is and how small it is, it actually has a last round hold open on the slide. And although it's very minimalistic, it does have a functional slide release that you can just depress, let the slide go forward, and if you need to show clear on the range or just for cleaning or whatever reasons, it is functional and it does work. So that's a feature that some of these little pocket pistols of this size don't have. So yeah, overall I'm really liking it. Took it back out to shoot. I took some of this Federal 95 grain, brass cased, round nose, full metal jacket, just regular basic plinking ammo. So that's what you're going to see in this upcoming video. And I would note, go back and watch the previous Spectrum videos if you haven't seen them yet. But when I initially took it out to shoot it, I did try to use this steel case Tula ammo. This was a no-go. Now there were several other types that worked just fine that you'll see in the previous Spectrum video. But this did not work the first time. And it was so bad, actually, I didn't even take it out the second time. So I've kind of given up on trying to use steel case for now in my Spectrum. If any of you guys are really curious, I can take it out again and just try and see what happens. But this didn't work very well at all. Whereas the brass cased ammo I've used, this brand and others, have been working just fine. So just a little follow-up for you. We're going to head out to the range. Take a look, just a couple more magazines down range for you. I took a couple different angles. I brought 2 cameras out this time so you guys can see how it was shooting, how it was ejecting, things like that. So I'll see you guys back here in just 1 second. Alright, so I'm going to do some more follow-up shots with the Taurus Spectrum. A lot of you guys are buying these to carry. You want to know how mine's doing, so let's check it out. I've got the 6-round mag with some Federal, just cheap plinking brass case, and also the 7-round mag with the Federal. So let's take this Spectrum for another little spin here. That was my fault, guys. I short stroked it. It's cold out here. I really can't hardly feel my fingers, so. Been outside too long, guys, but somebody's got to do it, right? Alright, shot all 6, no problem. Let's try it again. Auto chambered on the insertion of the mag. Alright, all 7 rounds, no problems, no light primer strikes, nothing. I mean, I screwed up by short stroking the slide, but hey, that's why you carry with running the chamber, right? Taurus Spectrum, really comfortable, guys, really liking it quite a bit. I'll keep running this and keep you guys updated and let you know if it ever gives me any problems. Been outside too long, guys, but somebody's got to do it, right? Alright, well, as you just saw, it shot just fine. Now you see what I mean. With my fingers being really cold, maybe a little damp, I thought I had the slide pulled all the way back. This having a pretty robust, pretty high poundage spring, and the fact that these soft panels, as great as they are on the grip, they're just not the best in my opinion on the slide. I short stroked it a little bit and thought maybe it was a dead primer at first. Then I pulled the trigger again, still didn't fire, so I rocked the slide back again, chambered the round, and went about my business. And that's why I said right there in the video part you just saw, I do carry these pistols with a round chamber, because with a little pistol like this, regardless of who makes it or how the slide serrations are, they're usually not as easy to grab and rack like a bigger pistol. So I like to start off with something like this, loaded, chambered, and ready to go, so that first shot will go bang and then the pistol can cycle itself thereafter. So alright, well, I'll come back and revisit this pistol again if there's still interest. Just let me know in the comments about you guys that have bought these, what you think of yours. If you guys have any more questions, I'll try to answer them. But this is the third video I've done on this. I would like to do more because this thing's very, very fun. So if you're new to the channel, new to watching my videos, just go check the Taurus playlist. I'm going to leave the link to it down there in the description, and you can check out the first couple videos on this and many more videos that you might like. Spectrum, still liking it, guys. I'm going to get a few more rounds through it here. Some more self-defense ammo, which I've previously fired in other videos, and this could be taken over as my backup concealed carry, because I usually like to carry 2 pistols. So far, so good. Alright, thanks for watching, and have a good one.